the fifth cure for a lean purse. This is very personal to me. Is own your own dwellings. What he simply means is that you should own your own property, you should own your own home, you should make sure that you have an investment in landed property. Now, why I said it's very personal to me, because we grew up in an environment where we lived in a rented apartment before we moved over to our own home, where we bought our own land and we built our own house. So there was much difference between staying in a rented apartment where you have a lot of persons around and staying in your own home where it's just you and your family. So Akkad started the fifth cure for a lean purse by saying every man must have that goal to own their own property, to own their own home. And he gave his reasons for that. But before he said that, he said, since you've been removing 10% of your money and you've been saving it and you've been multiplying it, using it for business, that's your 90% that is remaining. A portion of it, let's say maybe 20%, you can choose to use 20% or 30% of that money, must also be kept aside for investments in real estate, investments in properties, because it says it brings joy. This is how he puts it. He said it brings joy to the wife of the man, it brings joy to the children, it brings joy even to the man himself, having an understanding that he has a home where his wife can easily move around, his wife can easily plant things, his children can easily play in the garden. Just imagine that. So he said it brings a lot of joy to a man's spirit. So as you endeavor, as you journey through this road to creating wealth, this road to building something for yourself, have an understanding of the importance of buying properties. Properties laws can be different in a lot of countries, but from where I come from, if you buy a land, it is yours. You must have a goal of owning your properties. You have to buy a land, you have to build, you build, you and your family. You can also rent, Okay, the fifth cure for a lean purse is that every man should own a property, every man should own a home, just because of the joy it gives the man, the happiness it gives the woman, the wife, the children. It gives you leverage, it gives you that opportunity, it brings emotional stability, it brings physical stability, it brings mental stability, it brings spiritual stability. All around, there is what's staying in an environment that belongs to you, staying in an environment, a calm environment that you own. That's what he's invariably saying, that you cannot be struggling, you're making all this money and you don't have a place where you will go and you actually call your own. You don't have a property, you don't have a home, you don't have it, that it's going to affect you psychologically. So that's what Akkad was saying in the fifth cure for a lean purse. I believe this has added value to your life. Feel free to like, share, and don't forget, owning a property is very important. Owning your own home is also very important in your journey to wealth creation. I remain Henry Obikwere, your wealth creation coach, targeting young people all over the world to help them create a sustainable wealth that will outlive them. Thank you. Take charge.